Hi everyone, and welcome to this video where we will be going over how to troubleshoot syslog traffic logs. This instruction will cover how to check if syslog traffic logs are arriving at the FireMon data collector. If they are arriving at the data collector and device usage is critical, we will cover how to check if it matches FireMon's usage regex match patterns. This video will only cover one-to-one matches. The use of central syslog servers for the matching of virtual devices, or indeed matching logs coming from one syslog server for many devices, will be covered in another video. Most vendors supported by FireMon use syslog. There are exceptions for hit counters and checkpoint using Leah, but those are not covered in this video. It is also recommended before using this video that our guides have been followed for the steps on how to configure syslog at the firewall for your vendor of choice. So let's get started. The first step, if you're seeing a device with critical usage in the administration application, is to log on to the CLI of the data collector. We will use Wireshark to listen on the interface of the FireMon appliance for syslog traffic on port 514. In version 9 of FMOS, Wireshark comes installed already. The account you're logged into the CLI with might not have the network analyzer privilege if you have not used Wireshark on the appliance before. You can check this by running fmos user show and then the username. Entering that command will output the information about that user and its privileges. If the network analyzer privilege is listed on, the account can use Wireshark. If it's not, then the account needs to be modified. The command to do that is fmos user grant-privileges. Say yes to the network analyzer privilege, and then you will need to log out of the CLI session with exit, and then log in again for the privilege to take effect. Now to using Wireshark. The simplest command to use is Tshark -i any host IP of device, the word and, port 514. I means interface, any is any interface. The IP of the device should be the IP of the device that you have configured to send a syslog from. Generally this is a management interface, but this can be configurable at the firewall. Port 514 is the UDP port for syslog. If we are sure that we have the correct IP for what is expected to send to syslog, we can go ahead and press enter. If nothing is captured, then we are not getting the syslog at the interface of the FireMon data collector. Don't forget that this is pre-processing to the FireMon application, so it shouldn't be a FireMon issue. Common reasons we might not be seeing the syslog are misconfiguration on the firewall, a layer 3 device between the firewall and the data collector is dropping the syslog traffic. The syslog is coming from an interface you do not expect to see it from. If you are seeing syslog arrive at a data collector and the device health is still critical for usage, then we will need to analyze the logs. Some things to consider. Do the logs resemble anything that looks like a traffic log with a source IP, destination IP, and a service or a port? Often when running Wireshark we will see logs, but the logs being sent are system type messages and they're not relevant for usage. This is likely to be down to a device configuration, and our administration guide should be consulted. If they do look like traffic logs, then we should check if they match the FireMon usage collection configs. These can be viewed by going to Administration, Device, collection configs. When viewing this page, we can see that all the vendors that FireMon supports for usage and change detection are listed here. Click on the vendor you're dealing with. For demo purposes, I have chosen the Palo Alto firewall. Once clicked into it, expand the usage collection section. Here we have two areas. The device usage pattern, which in Palo Alto firewall is pretty simple, it's just traffic. And then the usage matching criteria section. Here, in the case of Palo Alto firewall, we have 3 of these. For some vendors, for example, for Fortinet, we have a lot more. The next step is to copy these regex device and usage match patterns out to a regex debugger. There are different online debuggers out there, but the one I have chosen to demo with is regex101.com. In regex 101, copy the device usage pattern into the regular expression field. Then copy your sample log collected with Wireshark into the test string field. It will automatically try to match. If the device usage pattern matches, then let's move on to the usage matching criteria. Here, try all the available options. We're looking to find a match for both. If we can't get a match, then FireMon can help investigate more. We would encourage you to reach out to your product specialist or FireMon support depending on what stage you're at on the customer journey. Thanks a lot for listening to the video.